Hello there, welcome to FulcrumForce. I'm Jim, this is my channel dedicated to everything Star Wars. And today we're checking out a lightsaber, obviously. This lightsaber, one random company was trying to charge $10,000 for. But this company, Sabermax, they don't do that to you. They charge normal prices. So let's get into it, shall we? Okay, before we jump into the review, this is my little reminder just to say, hey, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell so you never miss a video, because I'm so close to 3,000 subscribers and I'd love to get there before the end of the year. I think I'm about 50 short. So that would be amazing. So if you don't subscribe, come on, it'd be a nice Christmas present to me. But let's dive into this review. Now, this lightsaber is called the Shogun. And as I said, I got it from the good people over at Sabermax. They sent it over for me to check out. There is some controversy over this particular lightsaber. Not with Sabermax. Sabermax are amazing. They're great. There's another company called SWA Sabers who seem to have gone quite quiet recently, and I wonder why. They tried to claim that this particular lightsaber was a one of one, only available through them, and it was $10,000. I think £7,500. And they were putting it all over. This is a one of one. You can only get it here. Truth of the matter is, it's a TXQ lightsaber, and you can get it from many, many places, including Sabermax. Countless people called out SW Sabers for this nonsense because, let's be fair, like, fingers crossed no one fell for it. They've gone very quiet. All of their Instagram has gone kind of dark, rightly so, because that's disgusting behavior. It's just unnecessary. They were clearly struggling. I've been seeing adverts for them recently, which means they've been throwing their money at ads to try and get some attention, and it wasn't working. So they're like, we're going to try and recoup it by trying to rip people off. And I'm glad it didn't happen. I'm glad people called them out. And you know what I'm really glad about? I'm glad that there's companies like Sabermax that are like, here's the lightsaber that's easily available and for a much, much better price. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's have a look at the actual saber itself, because it is a nice one. Obviously, as always, it comes in one of these lovely Sabermax cases. But here is the saber itself. Now, let's not beat around the bush. This is a good looking saber. Like, this is the Shogun. This has so much nice detail. We have an exposed crystal there, with a full see-through there, which is quite cool because it's like you've got gaps through here, which means that they've run all the wiring up the sides. But it's so cool. We've got like a proper katana grip there. Really nice detailing here. Really nice pommel. We've got a jewel up there. It's just a very cool lightsaber. It's quite long, but it's also quite thin. It's obviously a oval lightsaber compared to a round lightsaber. You've got plenty of space on there if you're using it as a double-handed. It's so nice. The detailing on the saber there. This is a material wrap as well. It's not plastic or like rubber or anything. It feels really, really nice in the hand. And the button is right there, which is very, very cool. Now, this doesn't just come like that. There's other things in here. Obviously, we have our standard display and all your little gubbins. I'm aware that Americans don't know what gubbins means. Gubbins is an English term for bits and pieces. You've got like your Allen key and your gubbins. Come on, it's gubbins. This one does come with another one of these really nice plaques. I love these plaques. There you go. The Shogun lightsaber from Sabermax. Very cool. Looking at getting some more of those for like my Luke and my Kanan. So they've all got really nice displays. But this actually comes with a sheath. One of these, which connects to a belt. We have a really nice tassel there. But I wanted to show you the blade because this isn't a standard lightsaber blade. This isn't even a dark saber blade. This is something of its own design. Very thin, very katana-like, with the flames up there. It's a very cool blade. The problem with this is I feel like this whole thing needs to be displayed all together. I'm not sure I can put just the hilt up on display. I feel like I might have to have the whole thing like set up properly, and like on display like that. That feels more correct to me, but that does mean that it's probably going to take up an entire row. But as you can see, I have started on Saber Wall 2. Yeah, I have a problem, but I'm not angry about it. Let's go ahead and put the blade in and get it all started up so you can see how cool this looks when it's all going. And here we go. Oh, how cool does that look? Look at that blade. So cool. It is an SN4, so it does have gesture controls, and you can go through everything with the gesture. Now, this is a single button, which I'll be honest, I'm not completely au fait with how SN4s work with a single button, but we will give it a try.
Hunter ignition.
Okay, so that's a different ignition. Look how cool that looks on the blade. That's wicked. I really, really like that. Okay, so now from what I do remember, to change the sound font, you press the button and twist the hilt. Let's see if that works.
Tell me, is this training? My training? No.
There we go. Look at that. It's so cool. Like, obviously you've got the crystal shine in there. We've got shine through on this gem. It's so cool.
I am the...
Very nice and green again. Green shine through, green crystal. That's so cool. Okay, so I think we've got a red here. Oh, look how nice that looks in red. Very, very cool. Let me see if I can... Look how cool that looks. Okay, so here we've got an Ahsoka font to make it a nice sort of white blade. Very cool. I love that. Look how nice the crystal looks in white. It's so cool. Like, it's heavy though, I'll tell you that. It's a heavy hilt. Like, you're not going to want to single hand this. You're going to want to properly... But I love it. I love it for that. So I think with a purple crystal there, we need a purple blade, right? It's also very, very me. It looks so cool. Obviously, this being an SM4, it's got all of the stuff that you could want. It's got gesture controls. It's got all the sound fonts. So many sound fonts on this. It's super easy to use. You can change the ignition and everything.
Hunter ignition.
It's simply like that. Obviously, they do connect to the app as well. There is an app that you can use.
Cross ignition.
So there's tons of stuff you can do. If you want to change the color of the blade, when the saber is on, you hold it down, hold the button and twist it. And it just changes color. It's that simple. Like, you can change it on the fly as much as you want. It's really hard to do it like this. Purple. Like, so you can do everything that you want to do all from this single button, which is very, very cool.
Phaser ignition.
Very cool. So it still works in exactly the same way as any lightsaber would. But you've got this amazing blade, which is not super long either, which I quite like. And this incredible saber. The hilt is just nice. It's nice to hold. It's very soft. And it just looks incredible. Now, as I said, we had the craziness of SWA trying to sell this for $10,000. You can get this from Sabermax for $430 from what I remember, which is a fraction of that price. I think that works out to like £340, which is totally in the ballpark for a standard lightsaber, especially one looking so good. I, to be fair, would expect to pay a little bit more. You can get 10% off if you use my code FulcrumForce, which will drop that down some more. That takes it down to closer to £300 for this, rather than £7,500, $10,000. That is absolute madness, by the way. And I'm glad they've disappeared, because at least then we have decent companies like Sabermax able to go, this is what it's actually worth, you know? So keep an eye out there, people. Keep an eye out for these things. When it comes out and you're like, whoa, that's a crazy price, there's a reason. They're doing it for a reason. If it's a company like that, be wary. If it's an individual lightsaber like maker, that's a different story. I've seen sabers run for £5,000. Not something I would buy, but I've seen people buy them, and you know, in honest to God, individual one-off hilts, yes, fair enough. You can pay a little bit further than that. I've got a couple of one-offs myself. They're further up. I don't think you can see them. This black one up there next to the Lego hilt, just there, that's a one of one from Revan Sabers. I have another one somewhere. I can't remember where it is. Could be anywhere. I lose track. I lose track of all my lightsabers. I think. No, you can't see it. It's just out of shot. But at the end of the day, this is a TXQ lightsaber sold by Sabermax. They're very open about the fact that they sell TXQ lightsabers and they sell Nexus lightsabers. They don't try and make it like, oh, we made this. There's another saber company out there that likes to do that, and it irritates me. They like to say, this saber by said company. It's not by them, it's from them. There's a difference. This is from Sabermax, made by TXQ, made lovely. And customer service at Sabermax is incredible. They're always really, really helpful. Like, I reach out to them all the time with any little question I might have, and they're like, oh yeah, there's this, there's that. Super helpful, super nice to deal with. And that's why I deal with them, because they're good, decent people that are like, this isn't going to run you £10,000. Ridiculous. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you do want to support the channel, and I'd love that if you did, become a channel member. I try and keep it really, really cheap, but it just means that you get videos a day early. I sometimes have polls and things up there, discounts on Fulcrum Forge parts and other little bits and pieces. Shout outs, like it says down there, in the videos. But we've got more stuff coming. I've just got some new Lego in that I'm going to build and do a review on. I've got something else coming from Sabermax, but that's a video for another day, and I can't tell you anything about it just yet. But it's going to be a good one. I'm very much looking forward to it. That's it. Until next time, don't forget, we're one with the Force, and the Force is with us.